All right, good morning, good afternoon. Listen, I want to thank you guys again for helping me get over 1,000 subscriber mark. If you subscribed recently, know that I really appreciate it. Today, I want to try to give you guys some 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 insight on how, if you're interested in a Filipina, how to make that Filipina fall in love with you and be responsive to your needs and desires. Okay? It's not a whole lot of things, and it depends on how much in detail I get into this right now, how many of the points I want to make, how long this will be. But there's not too many, you see. And right off the bat, you know, I want to say that if you want to get a Filipina to fall in love with you, you truly need to be respectful. You need to be a gentleman, okay? You need to have some class. Like they used to say back in my time, you need to have some couth. You need to know how to act, what to say, when to say it, know what not to say, you know? And you need to be respectful. Not only respectful of the Filipina, but respectful of people around her, respectful of the situations that you're going to come involved in. You're going to have to show a high level of respect, okay? And if you show respect, that's going to be like something that she's going to really feel good about, okay? The next thing I think is important is that you need to understand the culture in Southeast Asia. You need to understand the culture of the Philippines, because the culture of the Philippines is what's going to make you a better person. And the more understanding of that culture that you have, you're going to just grab her heart and bring it right into yours. Okay? Because she's going to recognize that you're not an outsider anymore. You're not someone from another place. Okay? You're almost just like her. Because why? You understand her culture. You respond to it. You reciprocate. Okay? You're respectful of her culture and the ways. Okay? And she's going to love the hell out of that. Trust and believe me. You don't know how much that's going to mean. What do I mean by their culture? Okay, there's a lot of things to know, but let's just start with a couple of them. Okay, when I first came here, you would never see a Filipina and a man holding hands. Never. You would never see them kiss, whether kiss on the cheek, hug, anything. When I first came to the Philippines, it was a rule, number one. There is no signs of affection in public. Now, if I was you, I would stick to that. If the girl decides she want to grab your arm, she want to hold your hand, let her do it. Don't you grab on her. Don't you hug on her. Don't you try to kiss her in public. Don't you do none of that in public. In public, no signs of affection in public. Zero. Okay? That's been the rule. That's like, you know, if you get around old folks and you go to grabbing on your woman and all of this, they go look down on you because they still believe that in public, no signs of affection. That's part of the Asian culture. That's part of the Filipino culture. Southeast Asia, that's the way it rolls. No signs of affection in public. some you have to pay attention to, you know. Because me, I'm a hugger, you know. I hug people, you know. But Southeast Asia, that's not the way to go, you know. Signs of affection in public is disrespectful. They find that disrespectful. Kissing, they find that disrespectful. Okay? So, what's some other things about their culture? Other things about their culture is most of the people in the Philippines will eat with their hands. Okay? And this is something that you need to know. You eat with your right hand. Don't never touch nobody's food or anything with your left hand. Because the left hand they use to clean their butt. And if you touch their food or you drink with your left hand, you eat with your left hand, that's a sign that you're not clean. You're not, because if you go in the bathroom, one thing you're going to find, there's no toilet paper. Okay? There's nothing to wipe your butt with. There's a bucket with water in it, and there's a little bucket with a handle on it. That's what you use. You take that bucket of water, you pour it, and you take your left hand and you clean your ass with it. And you clean your penis after you urinate. After you defecate, you use your left hand and you clean your butt with the water. So you don't use your left hand when you're eating. You use your right hand. Okay? Culture. Some things you need to know. You see? The other thing is, I'm going to say it's culture. And it's more or less like a warning. Because you're not a Filipino. So, politics in the Philippines is deathly, is dangerous. If someone's talking politics, you get up from the table, you go somewhere else. As a matter of fact, in the Philippines, if you're a foreigner and you get involved in politics, it's illegal. You can be deported. Politics has cost foreigners their lives, arguing about their viewpoint as far as their political system goes. And if you get involved in their political system, you can end up out there being a fertilizer for the banana trees. And the embassy will never know where to find you. Okay? So that's culture. But there's a lot of things about the culture that, you need to get involved in and learn. Learn about the culture. Okay? Learn about the process of dating. How it is that Filipinas date. Well, what do they expect from you? Now, one thing I can tell you for sure that you need to be aware of, and that is that when you offer to take a Filipino on a date, you offer to take them someplace, okay? And you go to a restaurant, you go here, you go there. One thing you need to be aware of is that it's culture that they want for their family the same thing that they got. They will sacrifice their whole life for their family. So if you're offering to take them to a restaurant, a good hotel to go eat at and swim and take them to the resort, she's going to try to bring damn near her whole family. You got to be aware of that. And if I was you, if you have a plan to entertain the whole family, then go for it. But if it's just, you're just saying, hey, look, I'm going to take you here, there, and the other, and you're not planning to include the whole family. Because if you include the whole family, you're paying for everything. Okay? You have to know how to cut that off. Because that will happen like before you know it. The whole clan will be dressed and sitting at the gate. Okay? So you need to be able to cut it off. You have to discuss that prior. You have to say like, me and you, boom, 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 and, that's all. Or, yeah, you can bring your mother and father, that's all. Or, yeah, you can bring your sister and your brother, that's all. But otherwise, they'll have the whole clan at the gate. Okay? And there'll be an arranged transportation for everybody. And you're going to have to pay for all of that unless you cut it off. That's just part of the culture. That's the way they are. I mean, don't get mad, don't get offended, but know that that's what happens. And know that you got an option. Either you can cut it off or you can go along with it. But it can get expensive because everything you go to do, that's the way they're going to want to do it with the whole family. So you got to, kind of set the table on that. And believe it or not, no is a very powerful tool in your relationship with a Filipino. If you a yes man, everything is yes, honey, okay, honey, no problem, honey, okay, honey. Man, you ain't going to get no respect. Why? Because a Filipina is a woman. And I'm going to try to make this like a simplistic scenario. But, I'm not trying to make no offense of anything. It's like children. Children, if you don't put boundaries on children, they will go amok. They will do anything. Same thing with a woman. If you don't put boundaries on a woman, she will do anything until you put boundaries on her. Why? Because she looked for you for guidance. And in looking for you for guidance, you have to set the boundaries. And she will respect your boundaries. And your boundaries come in the form of no's. No, that's not going to happen. No, we're not going to do that. No, not right now. No is important. And you have to learn how to say no. And if you don't learn how to say no, you're going to be disrespected. They're not going to have no respect for you. Okay? You got to learn how to say no. And when you say no, it just does something. It does something to them, man. It's like you made it rain or something, Like you bought a new watch or a new dress or something. Okay? But anyhow, those are some of the things, respect and the culture, that you need to know. Okay? And right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit on one more thing, and then I'll add some more of these things on the next video, okay? Whatever you do, man, be real. Be genuine. Don't be fake. Don't be phony. Because if you be fake and you be phony, man, they go find you out. Because you go find out that the Filipino got the same kind of instinct as the African American. Okay? And you go find a lot of similarities between you and the Filipinos. Okay? And the thing that you're going to find different is the things that's going to make you a better person. The things that you're going to find different in the women is what you've been missing all your life. Because they still are women. Now, there is a trend that's messing them up. I'm saying messing them up. You know what I'm saying? They reaping the benefits because what's happening is they are becoming more aware of the American, the Australian, the foreigner. They're becoming more aware of the fact that they don't have it together. That they're missing a whole lot from their culture, from their upbringing. They don't have it together. And they're willing to sell a soul for a pretty face and a smile. And the Filipino will take advantage of that. Some of them will take advantage of that. Okay? So what you got to do is you got to be real. You got to be genuine. You know? You got to be a real person. Don't be a fake. Be yourself. Be real. You know? Admit your mistakes. Admit your flaws. Be real. And if you be real, if you do the other things that I was suggesting, there's a couple other things I want to give to you, you know, like hygiene and things like that. If you do those things, you're going to make her fall head over heels for you. What back in the U.S. is a 10 or 11, she going to be tripping all over you. Okay? Because you are the grand prize. Don't let nobody tell you that a young Filipino cannot genuinely fall in love and love from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head an old man. She can. She can. And I'm going to tell you one more thing, and that is because she needs to know that she is protected. She can be protected, that she can feel secure with you. And if she feels secure with you, she gonna fall in love with you. She gonna fall head over heels for you. If she know that you can protect her, you ain't got no worries. You ain't got no problems. So listen, guys. If you subscribe, watch some of my other videos. I need like 600-700 watch hours to get monetized. I'm trying to get monetized because I need to try to get out of here, get on some interviews with some people, get around and see things. I'm retired. I'm living here now. I'm not, you know, pulling in that paycheck no more. I'm not making that money no more. You know, I'm getting a stipend every month. That's it. Okay? So I want to get monetized so I can take that little bit of money and I can hit the road and I can show you guys. I put some videos out there of some things, events, and so forth, activities, things that's going on, like how your food is dealt with every day. They kill a cow every day and slaughter it. By 1 o'clock, all the meat is sold. You can get fresh meat every day, beef, fresh pork, fresh fish. You can get everything daily fresh. And there's no reason for you not to be more healthier because your food is not GMOs, your vegetables is not GMOs, your vegetables is fresh every day, and you know they fresh because you can see some of, if you keep them a couple of days, they rot. So you know they fresh. The fish is fresh. You can look at the eyes. You can go down on the ocean when the boat come in. You can even buy them from the fishermen off the boat. Okay, so everything is better. So anyhow, I've made some videos with those kind of things. Recently, I showed a video of the Blue Lagoon. Man, this water is blue, and it's got healing properties. And I'm going to tell you this one story. They had this stone in the water, and they say you take this stone and you wash your body with it, right? And so I was washing my arms and stuff with the stone, and I noticed that, man, my arms was turning like 2 and 3 shades lighter. And the dirt or whatever it was, the dead skin, whatever, I was scrubbing up on my arms. When I put my arm in the water to rinse it off, you didn't see none of that in the water. You know how you get dirty? You take soapy water and you put it in the tub, and you can see the dirt and the suds and stuff. No, the water was just crystal clear. You don't see no soap, no dirt, no nothing. Crystal clear. And I used that stone, right? And so I started using it on my face, and the people said, no, don't put it on your face. I said, but you know, my skin feels so smooth after I use it. You know how you shave and your skin feels so smooth? So I did my face. I kept doing my face with it, you know, doing my arms, my chest. And I started to do my neck, but I got a bad arm. I can't move it too good. But anyhow, so me being me, I had some people there find some more, because the people gave me the stone, told me to wash my body with. And so I had some people find me some more stones. And I took the stones and put them in my pocket, right? And they gave me another stone to do my feet with, right? And so somebody told me, says, when you finish, put the stone back in the water. Well, hell, I took 3 stones, I put them in my pocket. I said, man, I'm gonna take this home. When I take a shower, man, I'm gonna really use this thing good. Bro, I came home, took my clothes off, took the stones out of my pocket. I got a little shelf outside of the door before you come in the house. I set them there, come on in, did what I did. Next morning when I was outside, those stones had turned to dust. Turned to dust, turned to dirt. Yeah. They crumbled up like dust, like dirt. So I'm just saying this, that, you know, respect the culture. There's a lot of things to learn. I'm not perfect, you know. I know I shouldn't have took those stones, because when I took the stones and brought them home, nobody can use those stones again, because they didn't turn to dust. And I'm thinking seriously about putting them in a bag, because I still have them sitting on the shelf. I didn't touch them. I thought I might turn to dust. I took them and left them right there. But I'm thinking about going back to this Blue Lagoon next week. I'm going to try to go back. God willing, my health provides, I'm going to go back. And I'm going to try to take it and put it back in the water. And if it turned into a hard rock, okay, then that's what it is, okay? But anyhow, good people, listen. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, okay? Let's get that out the way right now. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you're a subscriber, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button, okay? And tell your friends about me. Last but not least, I want everybody to know, when you help other people, for sure you help yourself. That's a fact, Jack. You help yourself. So listen, take care. See you real soon, God willing. Okay? Take care. Bye now.